Every great achievement, every towering success, every fortune ever built, it all began with something simple, a habit so powerful that it determines the destiny of every man and woman who dares to embrace it. It is the habit of definite daily action. Success is not an accident. It is a carefully designed outcome. It is the result of what you think, what you believe, and most importantly, what you do. Every single day. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who merely exist is found in the way they approach each day. The successful man does not wake up wondering what the day will bring. No, he wakes up with a purpose burning in his soul. He sees his goal clearly. He feels it. He believes in it with unshakable faith. And then he takes action toward it. You see, the world does not reward wishful thinking. It rewards those who demand success from themselves. Every morning, the winners of this world visualize their success. They see themselves closing the deal, delivering the speech, writing the book, leading the team. They do not wait for motivation. They create it. They set specific goals and then they execute them with precision. But here's where the secret lies. They do it daily, not just when they feel like it, not just when conditions are perfect, every day without fail. It is their discipline, their persistence, their unwillingness to quit that sets them apart. Obstacles, yes, they will come. Doubts, yes, they will creep in. But the man who wins is the man who refuses to let fear control him. He replaces doubt with faith, procrastination with action, and excuses with results. He understands that success is not built in a day, but daily. And here's the most beautiful truth. Anyone can adopt this habit. Yes, anyone. No special talent is required. No extraordinary luck is needed. Only the decision to commit to the process, to show up for yourself every day. So I ask you now, what will you do with this day? Will you drift or will you build? Will you wait for opportunity or will you create it? Will you let another 24 hours slip away, or will you take one step, however small, toward your destiny? Because success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who act every single day. Every great achievement in history, every fortune built, and every innovation that changed the world began with one fundamental principle: absolute clarity of purpose. Success is never a matter of luck or mere chance. It is a direct result of knowing exactly what you want and setting your entire being in motion toward that goal. Without a definite purpose, the mind drifts, energy is scattered, and effort is wasted. A person who moves without direction, who wakes up each day without a clear aim, is like a ship without a compass, pulled by the tides of circumstance rather than charting their own course. Clarity of purpose is the foundation upon which all great successes are built. It ignites a fire within, a burning desire that refuses to be extinguished by obstacles, failures, or temporary defeat. When a man or woman has a definite aim, every decision, every action, and every thought becomes aligned with that purpose. Distractions lose their power, doubts fade into the background, and procrastination is replaced by determination. The mind, when given a clear target, begins to work like a magnet, attracting the right opportunities, people, and resources necessary to bring that vision to life. The power of definiteness of purpose is seen in every towering figure of success. The greatest entrepreneurs, leaders, and visionaries did not stumble upon success. They saw it first in their minds, felt it deep within their souls, and then pursued it relentlessly. They did not waste time chasing multiple ambitions or second-guessing their path. Instead, they focused their energy like a laser, cutting through obstacles and forging their way forward with unwavering faith in their mission. Without a definite purpose, effort is diluted. The world is filled with talented, intelligent, and capable individuals who never reach their potential, not because they lack ability, but because they lack a clear direction. They start and stop, shift from one pursuit to another, and never build momentum. But the moment a person decides what they truly want, when they make it a burning obsession, their life transforms. Indecision vanishes, confidence grows, and action becomes effortless. The key to unlocking this power lies in making a decision, a firm, unwavering decision about what you truly desire. It is not enough to wish for success, wealth, or happiness. One must define it in precise terms. A vague dream holds no power. A clear, specific, and definite goal, on the other hand, sets the mind into motion, turning ideas into plans, plans into actions, and actions into reality. Visualization is the first creation of success, a mental rehearsal of the life you are destined to live. Every great achievement, every monumental success is first built in the mind before it ever manifests in reality. The mind is a powerful architect, capable of shaping the world around you, but it can only build what you vividly imagine, what you repeatedly see, and what you believe to be possible. When you visualize your success daily, you are doing more than daydreaming. You are programming your mind for victory. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined with intensity. The more clearly you see yourself achieving your goals, the more naturally your thoughts, behaviors, and decisions align with that vision. Champions, leaders, and high achievers across every field understand this principle. They see themselves winning the game before stepping onto the field. They deliver the speech in their mind before standing before the audience. They close the deal in their imagination before walking into the meeting. Clarity in visualization fuels belief, and belief fuels action. When the mind holds a clear picture of success, hesitation disappears, fear weakens, and doubts lose their grip. A person who sees their success in advance moves with confidence and purpose, as if they have already won. Every action they take, every step they make, is driven by the conviction that their vision is not just a possibility, it is an inevitability. But visualization alone is not enough. It must be coupled with emotion. Seeing success is one thing, but feeling it, experiencing the joy, pride, and triumph as if it has already happened, unlocks the full potential of this. Emotion is the energy that breathes life into visualization, making it a force so strong that the mind accepts it as reality. The body follows where the mind leads, and soon actions become aligned with the vision. This practice must be daily, unwavering, and intentional. Just as an athlete trains their body, the mind must be trained to see and expect success. Every morning before the world imposes its distractions, and every night before sleep, when the subconscious is most receptive, take time to visualize. See yourself accomplishing your goals with absolute clarity. Feel the emotions of achievement, the pride of overcoming obstacles, and the fulfillment of success. Do this, and the world will begin to shift in your favor. The mind is a battleground where success and failure are decided long before any action is taken. Every great achievement begins with a thought, and that thought is shaped by one powerful force, your attitude. A positive mental attitude is not just a feel-good philosophy, it is a vital ingredient in the formula for success. It determines how you see challenges, how you respond to failure, and ultimately whether you rise or fall. The world does not shape your destiny. Your mind does. Two people can face the same obstacle, yet one sees an opportunity while the other sees an excuse. One moves forward with confidence, while the other retreats in fear. The difference lies not in intelligence, talent, or luck, but in the way they think. Those who cultivate a positive mental attitude train themselves to see possibilities where others see limitations. They refuse to let setbacks define them. Instead, they use every difficulty as a stepping stone toward their goal. A mind filled with doubt, negativity, and fear attracts more of the same. It becomes a magnet for failure. On the other hand, a mind fueled by optimism, confidence, and determination pulls success closer. The thoughts you dwell on become the reality you experience. If you constantly think about problems, problems will multiply. But if you train your mind to focus on solutions, opportunities will appear where none seemed to exist before. The power of a positive attitude extends beyond the mind. It affects everything. It determines how you carry yourself, how you interact with others, and how the world responds to you. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate confidence and enthusiasm. Doors open for those who expect success, while those who expect failure find that life proves them right. Developing a positive mental attitude is not about ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. It is about choosing how you respond. It is about conditioning your mind to see every difficulty as temporary, every setback as a lesson, and every obstacle as a challenge meant to be conquered. It is about waking up every day with the unwavering belief that success is not just possible, but inevitable for those who refuse to let negativity control them. Success does not come to those who wait for it. It comes to those who deliberately plan for it. Daily goal setting is the habit that turns dreams into reality. Without clear, specific goals, energy is scattered, effort is wasted, and progress is slow. A man without a goal is like a ship without a destination, drifting wherever the tide takes him, never reaching the shores of achievement. Goals give life direction. They provide a clear target to aim for and a reason to push forward, even when obstacles arise. A person who wakes up each day with no plan, no written objectives, and no clear intention is at the mercy of circumstances. They react to life instead of shaping it. But the man who begins each day with a definite goal moves with purpose. He knows what must be done, and he wastes no time in hesitation or distraction. The power of goal setting lies in its precision. A vague wish is powerless, but a specific goal backed by action is unstoppable. It is not enough to say, I want to be successful or I want to be wealthy. Success and wealth are outcomes, not plans. Instead, set goals that are measurable and time-bound. Decide exactly how much you want to earn, how many clients you want to gain, how much weight you want to lose, or how many books you want to read. The more specific the goal, the more real it becomes in your mind, and the easier it is to take action toward achieving it. But setting goals once is not enough. They must be reviewed and refined daily. Each morning, remind yourself of what you are working toward. Each evening, reflect on your progress. What did you accomplish? Where did you fall short? What adjustments need to be made? This constant evaluation keeps the mind focused and the willpower strong. The most successful people do not rely on motivation alone. They rely on a system of goals that keeps them moving forward regardless of how they feel. They know that every great success is simply the result of consistent, small victories accumulated over time. By setting clear goals and attacking them daily, they take control of their destiny instead of leaving it to chance. Success does not belong to the lucky or the talented. It belongs to the persistent. It is not intelligence, resources, or connections that separate winners from those who fall short. It is the ability to keep going when others quit. Persistent action is the force that turns vision into reality, dreams into achievements, and effort into results. Without it, the greatest plans, the clearest goals, and the strongest desires amount to nothing. Every great success story is built on persistence. The world is filled with those who started strong but gave up at the first sign of struggle. They had potential, but they lacked the will to push forward. On the other hand, history remembers those who refused to accept defeat. The greatest leaders, inventors, and entrepreneurs were not those who never failed, but those who never stopped. They understood that setbacks are temporary, that obstacles are stepping stones, and that failure is simply feedback on the road to success. Persistence is not about blind effort. It is about strategic, consistent action. It is about showing up every single day, taking steps toward your goal, and refusing to be discouraged by slow progress. The man who moves forward, even if only by an inch, is always ahead of the man who stands still, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Success does not come all at once. It is earned through relentless effort, through the discipline of working when others rest, through the mindset that refuses to accept anything less than victory. The road to achievement is never smooth. There will be failures, delays, and moments of doubt, but those who persist develop an unstoppable momentum. Each small win builds confidence. Each challenge overcome strengthens resolve. And in time, those who refuse to quit become those who inspire others with their success. It is easy to start. It is easy to dream. But only those who commit to the daily grind of action, who push forward when motivation fades, and who keep going when the odds are against them, will ever taste the rewards of true success. Self-discipline is the invisible force behind every great achievement. It is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, between dreams and reality. Without it, talent is wasted, ambition remains unfulfilled, and success remains out of reach. The man who masters self-discipline masters his destiny. Every day, life presents two choices: the easy path of comfort or the challenging road of progress. The undisciplined man chooses ease, giving in to distractions, procrastination, and momentary pleasures. He tells himself he will start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. The disciplined man, however, chooses growth. He does what must be done, whether he feels like it or not. He understands that success is not built on fleeting motivation, but on the ability to act consistently, even when the desire to do so fades. Self-discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and actions in the face of temptation and adversity. It is waking up early when the bed is warm and comfortable. It is working on your goals when distractions call for your attention. It is saying no to short-term gratification for the sake of long-term success. It is choosing to push forward when every part of you wants to stop. No man is born disciplined. It is a skill forged through practice. It begins with small decisions: the choice to complete a task instead of delaying it, the choice to stick to a commitment instead of breaking it, the choice to follow through on a plan instead of abandoning it when difficulties arise. These small acts of discipline, repeated daily, create an unstoppable force. The man who controls his impulses, who directs his focus, and who refuses to be ruled by emotions becomes powerful beyond measure. He commands respect, earns trust, and achieves his ambitions. He does not rely on luck or external circumstances to dictate his success. He creates it through discipline. Every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every master of any craft shares this one common trait. They do the hard things not because they are easy, but because they are necessary. The mind is like a muscle. Without challenge, it weakens. Without growth, it stagnates. Continuous learning is the secret weapon of those who rise above the ordinary and achieve extraordinary success. The man who commits to lifelong learning places himself in an unstoppable position, constantly evolving, adapting, and sharpening his abilities to meet the demands of an ever-changing world. Knowledge is power, but only for those who seek it. The most successful individuals in history did not stop learning after formal education ended. They understood that mastery is a never-ending journey. They devoured books, sought mentorship, studied their craft relentlessly, and stayed open to new ideas. They refused to be trapped by outdated thinking, always looking for ways to improve, refine, and expand their capabilities. Opportunities do not come to those who wait. They come to those who prepare. Every skill learned, every piece of knowledge gained, every lesson absorbed adds another tool to the arsenal of success. The world belongs to those who are willing to outlearn and outperform their competition. The businessman who studies market trends stays ahead. The athlete who refines his technique gains the edge. The leader who listens, adapts, and grows earns the loyalty and respect of his followers. Learning is not limited to books and classrooms. It is a mindset, a way of life. It is the ability to extract lessons from every experience, to turn failure into wisdom, and to remain humble enough to accept that there is always more to know. The man who stops learning is the man who begins to decline. The moment he believes he knows enough, he has already fallen behind. The greatest investment one can make is in the development of the mind. Unlike material possessions, knowledge cannot be taken away. Unlike fleeting trends, wisdom never loses its value. Success does not belong to the strongest, nor the luckiest. It belongs to those who commit to the relentless pursuit of learning every single day. Gratitude and faith are the twin pillars upon which success is built. They are not just emotions or fleeting thoughts, but powerful forces that shape reality. The man who walks with gratitude sees abundance where others see lack. The man who carries faith moves forward with certainty, even when the path is unclear. Together, these qualities form an unshakable foundation for greatness. Gratitude is the ability to recognize and appreciate what you already have, no matter how small. It shifts the focus from what is missing to what is possible. Those who cultivate gratitude develop a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. They see every opportunity as a gift, every challenge as a lesson, and every setback as a stepping stone toward something greater. The ungrateful man, on the other hand, always finds reasons to complain. He focuses on what he lacks, and as a result, he attracts more struggle and disappointment. Faith is the belief in things unseen, the confidence that success is inevitable despite present circumstances. It is the unwavering trust that as long as you keep moving forward, the right opportunities, people, and resources will align in your favor. The man with faith does not let temporary obstacles shake his vision. He persists where others quit, not because he sees immediate results, but because he knows that effort compounded over time always leads to success. When gratitude and faith are combined, they create an unstoppable force. A grateful heart attracts more to be thankful for. A mind filled with faith sees possibilities where others see impossibilities. Together, they eliminate doubt, destroy fear, and replace hesitation with action. They allow a person to move forward with confidence, knowing that every step taken, no matter how small, is leading towards something greater. Those who embrace gratitude and faith do not dwell on setbacks or fear failure. They trust the process, remain patient through difficulties, and celebrate every victory along the way. Their belief in success becomes so strong that it turns into reality, not by chance, but by the unbreakable mindset they have built. Success is not reserved for the lucky, the privileged, or the exceptionally talented. It belongs to those who cultivate the right habits, habits that shape their thoughts, fuel their actions, and lead them step by step toward greatness. The simple daily habit of focused action, backed by clarity of purpose, unwavering faith, and relentless persistence, is the difference between those who dream of success and those who achieve it. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your goals, to sharpen your mind, to refine your skills, and to build the discipline that separates winners from the rest. You already have everything within you to create the success you desire. The question is not whether you are capable. The question is whether you are willing. Are you willing to take control of your mind, to act when others hesitate, to push forward when the road is tough, and to stay committed when distractions arise? Because success is not built in a day, but daily. And those who embrace this truth, who show up for themselves every single day, will inevitably rise above, leaving behind all excuses, all doubts, and all limitation. The choice is yours. Will you wait or will you build?